Hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It's another day, it's another evening. Like usual, very tired and extremely exhausted, and spent the whole day. Just woke up as usual, got a bus, and went to school as usual. And I spent the whole time doing homework, and that's because for the last week, as I've been recording already, if you haven't seen my videos, please go and watch my videos. Now this is becoming like a normal YouTube thing where I have to refer to my other videos. But last week I was very tired, I wasn't feeling it, so I didn't do the homework. And today was the deadline, and I spent the whole day sort of working on homework and writing essays, and it took me the whole day, like from 9 a.m. until like whatever time was, which I think was like 4 p.m. But I didn't go out, I didn't do anything, I didn't get the lunch, just finished the whole homework. The homework was huge, a lot of writing, a lot of reading. So anyway, I got it done, submitted it, and it was incredible. Supposed to be done yesterday, and I had to ask the professor to extend the deadline to today. So the professor was very lenient, he extended it, but next time I try to be better, do fast. So today just came home, and as you can see, every time I make a video inside this tiny room, it's because I am late, because I came home after dark. So it's 9 p.m., almost 9:30, and I was lucky to get a bus, the last bus. So after finishing homework, I had to go to the movie. There was a movie night for the undergrad, so signed up, showed up. The movie was a historical from back in 1940s under World War II. The movie ended at about 8:30. Got the metro. By the time I arrived at the metro center here, it was already about 9:10. The last bus arrived, which was supposed to leave at 9:30. So the last bus arrived, picked me up. That's how I got here. So came on time. So I'm thankful, and also wasn't raining, so that's a good thing. But the update, I have to give the updates. So the updates number one is that I submitted the homework, of course. Update number two, I'm working on a research paper that is due this Thursday, so tomorrow actually. It's due on Sunday, but I need to get it by tomorrow, so that I don't have to delay things over and over, so I don't have to get stressed and keep pushing forward. So that's update number two. Update number three is that I already had an apartment close to campus, something that I prayed for so many times. And I want to say this, if you're watching this video, I want to let you know, this is the moment where I'm going to be passing the message to people out there that when something happens, when you have a plan and the plan doesn't go as planned, don't stress about it. Sometimes you may feel stressed, like it's okay to feel stressed, but just don't beat yourself about it. Just always have an alternative, or always keep pushing. Why am I saying this? Because starting this month, I was looking for a new place to stay across the campus, and I keep finding new apartments. Sometimes I will find a roommate, shared room across the campus, and then they will tell me they're only looking for a female, so they're not looking for male. Sometimes I will find a place and it costs so much money, like $1,400 for one room, and then I have to pay a parking lot for $100 for parking, which would cost more. So I found this place, and the lady, she was renting this room. It was in District Heights, which is like a neighborhood in Northwest DC. It's close to the mall, it was a beautiful place, but I had to share with a roommate. She had two bedrooms. One bedroom was costing like 1,200. Another bedroom was costing like 1,400. So I told her I'm going to choose the one that is 1,400 because it has a private bathroom. Then she was chatting with me on WhatsApp, and then she's like, you have to pay for parking. At first, she did not mention that there's a parking fee. And she's like, you have to pay for parking because it's a city, it's paid for. And I was like, that's too much. It's out of my budget. Always speak for yourself. Always speak up. So I ran this, like, speak up, not in a bad way, but like in a diplomatic way. So I told her that's off my budget, and she's like, yeah, I don't have any other place to put you. The guy who showed me the room is also a migrant. He told me that there's another room that was available, and this room cost like 1,200, and it has a private bathroom. So it is a good place. And he told me that I should keep quiet. He's gonna ask her, then she's gonna like decide. He asked her, and then she's the owner, and then she responded. She said the room is not available. Then after he says not available, I immediately told them that I cannot afford this current room because it's too expensive. I cannot pay $1,400. It's a lot of money. Then the guy said, you're a good person. You want to have you in the house. I'm gonna see if she can find you another room. So I waited. Then he came back to me and he said, we have a room for you, and it's costing 1,200. It's exactly the same room that she refused. So I was like, yeah, I think this room looks the same as the other one. So I take it. I like it. It's fine. It has a private bathroom. It's a big room. It's furnished. I will take it. And then he said, I'm going to ask her and see what she says. So he asked her. Then she told him that if I'm interested, I can take it. Seems like he was pushing her because this guy, we spoke to each other like we know each other. Then she responded and she said, fine, he can have it. Then the day I was supposed to pay, like take the room over, she messaged him. She told him that there's another lady who's coming to check out the room. I should respond as soon as possible. Make sure that I'm interested in the room. I responded. I sent all the details, like the bank information, the credit score, like everything she needed. And then she went silent. She never responded. She kept asking me questions like, do you like to clean the house? What do you think about Bible study? Like, she kept giving me like all these possible reasons to find the ways of rejecting, and everything was like check, like everything was good. So she went silent for like 3 days on WhatsApp, and then the guy responded to me and said, hey, have you spoke to the lady about the room? Did you send her all the documents? I said I did, but she never responded. And he's like, let me ask her. Then he asked her. Then she never responded to him either, despite both working together as the roundy roads. And I told the guy, you know what, don't worry about it. I know she's not interested in renting a guy. She wants to rent a woman. She wants to give this room to a lady. This is a very typical behavior in cities like DC, where landlords prefer specific gender. It's a discrimination, but it's not a discrimination if it's a gender based. So anyways, I did not care. And then one time I was like, but why can't I get an apartment, so instead of like renting, we get an apartment. So I started looking for an apartment, and I went to Google and screened out, and I was able to find an apartment that was reasonable in Cross DC. So I showed up to the apartment. As I spoke to the rent manager, we did the documents. I applied everything, and I got approved. So I got approved yesterday, and I will be signing the release to move in on Friday. So I'm gonna be having my own apartment. I really do like having roommates, especially if you have to share kitchen. Like I don't cook, so there is no reason for me to share kitchen. If I have to cook, I need to have my own kitchen, right? You can't have friends come over and sleep over. If you are renting with other roommates, I'd rather have people come over to my house, watch a movie, party, sleep over, crash. So that's the updates that I've been looking to move across the campus, and the update is already achieved, so that's a good thing. That's all I have for today. Other than that, I just would have to say that I am still thinking about what to share when it comes to poverty trap. But for now, I am working on a research paper that is going to be 10 pages, and it's going to be looking at the study of wage. How does schooling affect the wages? Does having more years of education actually increase the earnings, or does being in a certain age, so if you're 50, if you're 10, 50 years old, 90 years old, does that influence how much you earn? Or does living in a specific geography help you make more money? What about race? Does being a specific race or specific ethnicity help you earn more money or less money? Or does being a man versus a woman help you make more money? What about the choice of a degree? Does having a specific degree choice help you make more money? What about experiences? Does having a ton of experience help you make a ton of money? Or does having a specific number of experience help you make money? What about having both? What about having neither of them? Right? So I'm going to be looking at those sort of studies, and I am still thinking about it, but this is like the general idea that I've been doing by myself. My hope is that if I can execute this myself, this project, between now and Sunday, and write a 10-page paper, that means I need to do this every single week, right? Because it's a good discipline to have. If you can write a paper and publish it, find the data and clean the data, and then write a paper, publish it. Find the data, clean the data, write the paper, publish it. Do that every week. It will be very impressive. It's not that easy to write a paper. It's not that easy to even write an essay. By developing a discipline of thinking, coming up with thoughts and ideas, and you publish something within a week, it's impressive. And my hope is that I can pull this off, like crush my brain and pull this off. We cannot use AI, so that's something that you need to know. People need to know, because if you use AI, professors gonna find out, right? Because in economics we do coding, we do a lot of coding, so they're gonna find out. So I'm gonna have to come up with some ideas, and so that's why I'm excited about this project. I'm really excited. I feel the joy that whether I do great or not, if I can actually pull this off, like tomorrow, I'm gonna work on the data, clean the data, come up with a question, screen now, test the hypothesis, do the literature review, do the introduction, describe the data, create tables, create the testing, the independent variables, the first dependent variables, do mathematical statistics, and see the findings, see the correlations, see the causations, see all of that, and write a 10-page paper. I want to do it. Like, it's the goal. Like, I have passion for it, and if I can accomplish that, it will be absolutely wonderful. Other than that, I think this was a good overview for the whole month, and like always, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.